All right, looks like we are live. Uh, so, welcome everybody that comes in. I'm gonna do a little live stream tonight. I seen there was an opening, and then I seen like 15 minutes before I was gonna go live that White Whale scheduled a live stream tonight, and which I didn't know about. And since everyone that watches my channel watches his channel, this may be a lonely live stream. We will see. um, So yeah, because right now I think it's just me watching my own chat. Um, but oh well, we'll do what I was going to do, and just maybe without the discussion part. I was going to run through tonight just kind of my pickups this week from my LCS, some other one group of books I got from eBay, and then talk a little bit about just the channel and comics. And if anybody joins me, then fantastic, and if they don't, well, this will be short. So I'm going to give everybody just a minute, just in case somebody does decide to join me. But I did kind of change my background since doing this way. I did stack a few boxes, kind of put something up behind me. So just to make it a little less bland behind me. Obviously, the big blank spot is where the door normally goes. So that's why I don't continue that direction. But well, I guess we'll just go ahead and get started. Going through the books. As you guys know, I don't live very close to my LCS, so it sometimes I don't get there every week. So I got 2 weeks worth of LCS pickups that I'm going to kind of run through. First up is from last week. Is get the clear off there. Amazing Spider-Man. What are we on? 15. So I've been a big Spider-Man fan. Keep picking this series up. So far, it's been good, but slow a little bit, I think. But they're getting ready to start this hunted storyline. I got high hopes for that. I guess I should look up at the camera. So hopefully this is going to start picking up here in the next few issues. And I mean, it's been solid. It's just been slow. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like I've liked the individual issues, but it just seems like it hasn't went anywhere. So hopefully that's going to change here going forward. I also picked up. Let's see, try to go over here. Oh no, I think it actually gets a little bit of light over here. Batman Who Laughs #3. This is the Federici cover. Hey, Perry Comics. Gotta run. Want to say hello and leave a like. I'll catch you on the replay. Thanks, sir. Yep, I know that there's some other people now going live when I didn't think anybody was going live. So whatever you got to do, I appreciate you at least stopping in. So we'll talk to you later. I just running through some books I picked up this week. So Batman Who Laughs, that Federici cover, I just think that's a really cool cover. I mean, he's just, that whole character is just crazy. Biggie Comics. Well, good luck editing. I was actually doing that earlier, Perry. So, hey, Biggie Comics. Hey, hi, Lamb. Well, I might just start over. Got a couple people actually kind of sliding in now. Just real quick, I was going to run through my pickups from my LCS and from the last 2 weeks because I didn't get there last week. And a couple other things I picked up on eBay and just a little bit of talk, and we'll see how it goes. So, said all you guys really missed was Amazing Spider-Man 15, and then lay that down before it falls over. And then this Federici Batman Who Laughs cover, which I just think is freaky and cool and all the good things. So let's see. All right, I did, and this is one of the few books in the stack I've actually already read because I wanted to find out. I did give Captain Marvel a second issue. I know a lot of people did not like the first issue. I wasn't a big fan of the first issue. I decided I'd give it a second issue, see where the storyline was going. I didn't like this issue any better. The FOC was tomorrow, I think. So I have now canceled Captain Marvel. I will not be picking it up. So I will not be picking up #3, which is a disappointment. I was hoping this with the movie coming, they put somebody on it, and it would be good. Really hasn't been. So this geek. Let's see, Detective Comics 998. I got the B cover. I feel like maybe this side shows it a little better. Really like this Batman cover. This is really cool, I think. So, and Detective Comics has been really good here in the lead up to 1,000. So, Justice League Dark. I've really enjoyed this series. This is where we're on 8. Just got the main cover. I didn't really like the B cover on this one this time, so I've been getting mostly Bs, but so been enjoying that. This is another series kind of like Captain Marvel. It went further than I went with Captain Marvel, but this doesn't pick up in the next issue or two. This one's going bye-bye as well. Ghost Spider. I really enjoyed the Jason Latour Spider-Gwen series. So I've been trying to give this one a chance. And then they kind of hijacked the first couple of issues with their whole Spider-Geddon thing. So it's the only reason I've made it this far. We're just now getting out of the Spider-Geddon thing. So we'll see where this writer's going with it. But she gets this issue and maybe one more. And then it's toast if it doesn't get any better. Yeah, Big Geek, I was actually editing my video I'm going to release tomorrow, too, right before I went on this. So I just got that done, and I'm going to try to load it up after this. So, yeah, my next episode of my Collecting Spark is going to drop tomorrow. So, yeah, trying to get some video edited before we went live. Thor, what are we on? 10. This is really, I kind of, like, I was reading Thor, and then I kind of dropped it, and then I picked it back up, because I know everything Jason Aaron has done with Thor is leading to this War of the Realms. So I'm looking forward to War of the Realms. I've decided to pick Thor back up the last couple of issues before War of the Realms, just because of the lead-in and everything. So picked up Thor. Oh, nice, a small con? Cool. You know, I don't have, at least that I know of, any small cons anywhere near me, Hialeah? Is it Hialeah? I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. It is, like, the only thing I know of really that's close is Planet Con, and that is not small. There is a kind of small one that's in Springfield last fall that's brand new called Cave Con that I missed. So I'm hoping to do that this fall, and maybe oh, you met the nerdy girl. Yeah, could you afford any of those books? Oh my gosh, those books she has are just insane. Just books that, yeah, I wouldn't even want to touch them because I wouldn't want to be responsible if something happened to them. So, yeah. So, well, that's cool. She went to, I wouldn't think she'd go to that many small cons. This was small but amazing books. Cool. You know, some of the small ones have some of the better books. You get to the big ones and they become about so much else that they're not really about the books anymore. And it's just about kind of the entertainment as opposed to the books. So, yeah, only comic, super cool. Well, cool. Glad you had a good day. So the other one I picked up from last week, or the last one I think from last week, is Wonder Woman, the Art Germ. Big Art Germ fan, and I've actually been enjoying Wonder Woman since the new writer took over. I know there for a while it was pretty bad, but I think it's been pretty good lately. So I picked up Wonder Woman last week. I just heard every vendor was great. Well, cool. So are we talking like 20 vendors, or are we talking what? How small a con was this? Sorry, I'm looking at the chat on my iPad. So, because for some reason I have not figured out how to get it to show on my computer. It says it should, but I am apparently too new at this. 10 vendors, so that's good. That's a decent selection of people to look through and talk to then. So, yeah, I have not figured out how with this Google Hangouts live streaming to get the chat to show. I don't know why it doesn't show up. So I got my iPad open and I'm kind of checking. That's what I'm looking down at. So this week's books was Batman. I picked up the variant. This was kind of a cool cover. I am not sure who the artist is on this one. I don't actually see it. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a little different style than I typically like, but I thought it really worked for this cover. So, actually, I didn't even notice that that's Superman down in the front until just now. So, I don't know if you guys can. So, that's kind of cool. Catwoman number 8, which I've been enjoying. Joelle Jones' work on Catwoman. Probably, I've just been picking up the variant, so that's what they gave me. Actually, this week I probably would have preferred the A cover, but Joelle's cover as opposed to this one. But this is the one I got. Yeah, highly. I'm looking forward to that too. See what you picked up at that con. I bet you picked up some good books, hopefully. So hopefully you found some good deals. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I'm a big Tom Taylor fan. We'll see where this is going. It's still early, but I'm intrigued so far. It's just number 3. I've been reading Justice League, Snyder and Tyon. I got the B cover. I wasn't a big fan of either one of these covers necessarily, so I just went with the B. And then last for me this week was... Wow, you got a lot going on. Another con next weekend and a cake signing. Wow. Was Nightwing. As you guys all know, Nightwing's my boy. So still chugging away with the storyline where he's not Dick Grayson anymore and he's Rick Grayson, kind of a jerk. So we'll see where that goes. But I did like this cover this week. I did not end up getting Avengers 15. I had ordered the Captain Marvel variant and the one where she's like making the little stars thing or whatever and talking to the little girl. My LCS didn't get it. They think they might get it, so I didn't pick up the A cover, but they had several of the A covers left, so if not, I'll get that next week. Yeah, I do. You know, this is I actually kind of like it this week. I'm not actually sure who is this. DeCal or DeCal? I think did this cover this week. I think that's right. I cannot read that signature, so I'm not sure. It's down there, but anyway, I really like that cover this week. So that was kind of just my LCS haul. I did get a package of 3 books I picked up on eBay from a seller, and they're working on. So I've shown like my overall like 10 books that I want to try to get, or my 10 mid-range books, and then my grails or whatever. But I also have this list of I don't know if I've ever actually showed this additional 2019 goals, and that's trying to go back and get the Jenny Frisian Wonder Woman covers, complete my Middleton Batgirl run, and work on my Batman New 52 that I collected when I was just digitally, and I'd like to go back and get hard copies of those. So I've been working on those. You can see I've already crossed a few things off, particularly on the Wonder Woman, and I've almost got the Batgirl Middleton done. So I picked up a set of 3 books. First is what I think is maybe my favorite Middleton cover I have seen, even more so than any of the Batgirl ones. You'll notice I had a bonus there, Batman 26. That's what this is. This Poison Ivy cover. The glare off. I really love this cover. I think this is a fantastic cover. I am surprised that it doesn't have more like heat to it because I don't think there's a lot of them out there. I've never really seen them anywhere. This one is a really good copy. This is actually probably the best of the 3 books that I got. They're all near mint, but this one does not have any visible spine ticks. Corners are sharp. So I'm really happy with this book. Hey, thanks, man. And actually, if you do, there is another one that should be arriving, I think probably Tuesday. So spoiler alert, I have another book on my top 10. Oh, you're talking, it's something that I was kind of doing on my own and thought when I was starting the channel that I would share that, trying to understand what's going on. I think as time goes on, it's going to get a little redundant because I think the message is going to be pretty similar most weeks. But I think that if, we can still learn things from it. I'm going to look for, I will take suggestions on how to keep it relevant and keep it improving so that's giving people more information and the information they want. Yeah, see, I would love to see her done right in the movies. But so if you guys have any suggestions on how to make that top 10 list, like keep improving it, I'd really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm still trying to think it through because I do feel like, not yet, but eventually, you go through a couple months, 3 or 4 months of that, and it's going to start getting a little bit redundant. And I want to make sure that I keep it fresh and keep it relevant for the people that are watching. So it's not just every week, well, these books dropped. And so, which it's not, but I think that, there's ways that I can make it better. So, yeah, I just, Poison Ivy is one of my favorites. If you've seen, her first appearance is on my Grail want list for this year, and I just think the cover is just gorgeous. I just think Middleton. I really like Middleton stuff, and this is maybe my favorite of all of them. It really is. So, and then that's going to come off the list here in a second, and then I picked up one of them is pretty hard to find. This one's pretty hard to find. This is Wonder Woman 17. And I really love this cover. This is a pretty hard one to find from early in Jenny Frisian's run. And this is a really nice copy. Like, the person did lie to me. They said near mint. I was actually hoping it would be like 9/8 kind of near mint because if I go to C2E2, I was thinking about having her sign it and maybe get this one slabbed. And it's not. It's got 2 little ticks that break color, and another little tick that doesn't really break color, but it's got 3 little spine ticks on the front. My guess is that's going to make it more like a 9/2 or 9/4 at the most. Yeah, so I probably won't be using this to get a signature, but still a really nice cover and one I wanted, and it's near mint, so I won't complain. So, yeah, 181's on your list too. Yeah, it's getting up there. I'm pretty low grade copy, but I would like a complete copy if I can get a 181. And then the last of the 3 that I picked up from this one seller is Wonder Woman 25, and I just love this cover. This is the other one I was hoping to maybe get Frisian signed and slabbed if I go. This one has 2 ticks on the front, and both of them break color, so it's probably also like a 9/4. They're not. I mean, they're tiny, but they're there. Like I said, the person just said near mint, which that's still near mint, but it is. God, I love that cover. So, yeah, pinup is critical for me. So I'm going to cross a couple more things off my list. So we got 17, 25, and my bonus Batman 26. So we're making some progress. Still a bunch of the really early Wonder Woman stuff to go. And some of these I can pick up. I just haven't picked up yet at like my local LCS. Anything in like the 40s I can pretty much get. Still missing 15 and 19 of that Middleton Batgirl run, but otherwise that's almost done too. So making some progress there. So the other thing, let's see, I mentioned my next Collecting Smart video is going live tomorrow, where I talk about incentive covers. Last week I did like just regular hot variants of the week and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to talk about incentives tomorrow. That's a series I'd love to get people's feedback on. It has not been quite as popular as the top 10, which I can understand that. And I'm thinking about trying to make that a live series where we can actually have a discussion as I talk about some of the points. And I think that might improve some things. Maybe try to have some guests. Gray Man came in. I almost missed that. So maybe have some guests on for that so that we can maybe have like a discussion for that Collecting Smart thing and make it a little more interesting and more informative for people other than just me like talking to the screen. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for there. Let's see. What else was I going to talk about tonight? This may be fairly short. The other thing was I have been like, so I mentioned a couple times that I was debating on going to C2E2, and I was kind of waiting on my sister to let me know. She did let me know that she's like, come on up if you can make it. So now I got to figure out if I actually have the budget to go. Because we're going, because C2E2 is one weekend. The next weekend is Planet Con here in Kansas City, which I already have tickets to. And then 2 weekends after that is the Star Wars Celebration in Chicago that my sister and I are going to. So, although I probably won't spend a lot at the Star Wars Celebration, yeah, that's a lot of travel and con activity in a very short period of time. So I don't know if I'm going to pull that off. I really want to go to C2E2 because George is going to be there, and I'd love to get that dude signed and slabbed and by George and Marv, because Marv will be there as well. And this is George's last year doing the con thing, so won't really get another opportunity. But he's only going to be there on Saturday and Sunday, which I was hoping to go on Friday just to avoid some of the craziness, because that thing is so big. So the lines for him and for CGC's booth are going to be freaking ridiculous, that I won't get a whole lot else done. But still leaning toward going. I haven't made a final plan on that. But to those ends, I am trying to track down a New Teen Titans #1, which I did not realize was so hard to find a nice copy of. Those books are, well, it's a white cover, but boy, with miswraps, they appear to have had a lot of, at least from the ones I've been looking at, a lot of miswrap issues, and then also cut issues, or I don't know if it's cutting issues or binding issues where the cover and the pages don't match, like the pages stick out beyond the cover. And that's the way they are. Like, because you can see they'll show pictures of the staples and everything, and that just seems to be a very common issue with that book. So it's a white cover, front and back, and it's got some cut issues. So finding a high grade copy of New Teen Titans #1 has been a bit of an adventure. I really don't like DC Comics Presents 26 and Titans 2, the Deathstroke book, are both probably beyond my budget at the moment. So I'm debating on that, because if I go, that'll really drive what I do at Planet or don't do at Planet, as far as trying to get SIGs and that kind of stuff. Right now, I'm still trying to figure out a way to make C2E2 work so that I can do George, Marv, and probably Artgerm. I'm a big Artgerm fan. And then there's a couple other people there. It'll be a bit of a debate on whether or not I want to get signed and slabbed. But that would be, if I do that, it would be my first ever CGC order, or CBCS or anything. I've never had a book personally slabbed yet. So I'm trying to decide how many books I'm going to do and that kind of stuff. Right now, I'm debating on whether I would just do signature books or whether or not probably the top 2 books on my list I put up here for that reason tonight were the Batman 608 second print and Avenging Spider-Man #9 would probably be the first 2 books I would have slabbed from my collection that wouldn't be about signatures. It would just be maybe dropping those off as well. So, hey, Gray Man subbed you up today. Good. Good. I think I have subbed to all of you guys. I will feel bad if I don't. I will make sure when I get done. I think I have subbed to all of you guys because you guys have been supportive. So I'm going to keep this fairly short. Like I said, if anybody has any suggestions for either the top 10 list or the collecting smart thing, how I can make those better, make them more informative, let me know. I'm going to try to make the Sunday night live stream thing fairly regular. Obviously, tonight it looks like most of my audience is watching White Whale. So this morning when I decided I'd do this and set this time, there was nobody that was in the people that, at least that I know of, that I watched that was going to be live. And then I saw, like I said, right before I started, I saw White Whale was live. So I have the feeling most of my you guys are here, but typically Bake and John and Discovery Bay and several other people watch me when I go live. My guess is they're all over at White Whale's channel at the moment. So you should go over there when I get done. And what else was I gonna say? I forgot now. But I will be dropping Collecting Smart, the next in that series, tomorrow night around this time. And I look for me to go live sometime this week when I have another book off of my top 10 want list. Another one of these is on its way. I'm thinking it's going to get here Tuesday. But actually, I haven't checked the tracking here in the last day or so because it's the weekend and it's coming post office. But so one of these books is coming off the list. Other than that, I'm not going to give you any heads up until it gets here. So, but with that, I think I'm going to call it a evening. I want to thank you guys for joining me, and we will see you sometime later this week. All right. Thanks, guys.